All right, guys. So we're moving on to the next section here. So this is going to be 9.3. So for this, all you have to do is just go in your, find somewhere in your house, um, where you can find three objects in your house that have line, point, and rotational symmetry. That's all you're doing in this section assignment wise. So just giving a little introduction about symmetry. So the first one is line symmetry. That's what we kind of think of when we talk about symmetry in general. So a figure has line symmetry if it can be mapped onto itself. Mapped onto itself means moved onto itself by a reflection of a line. So think about looking at the mirror image. Does it look the same on one side of the line that it does on the other? So if we split this figure right down the middle on that vertex right there. Oops, hold on, that looked bad. All right, let's try and do a little bit better job here. So if we split it right down the middle, okay, it's going to look the same on both sides here, okay? So it looks the same on side 1 as it does side 2, okay? So as long as we can draw a line somewhere through the figure, and basically what we're saying is the image on the left and the image on the right of that line look the same. Okay, so they do in that one. So that first figure has line symmetry. Point symmetry, all right, you're rotating into 180 degrees, all right, around a center point. So this center point here, and if we rotate this 180 degrees, we're going to end up, and it's going to map itself onto, and map just means move. It's going to move itself, and we're going to end up with the same figure, okay? It's going to look identical, okay? So if we rotate 180 degrees, it has point symmetry. Now, if it has point symmetry, it also has rotational symmetry, because what rotational symmetry says, if the figure can be mapped onto itself or moved onto itself, all right, by rotating it less than 360. Well, 180 is less than 360, so if it has point symmetry, it has rotational symmetry. So for rotational symmetry, basically we're saying is if I start up here, all right, with that one, okay, and I rotate the figure, all it's going to do is it's just going to move that one I filled in right to the left, but everything else is going to stay the same, okay? So I'm going to do my best, but basically everything else stays the same, and we're left with the same figure here, okay? So all it did was it moved this filled in one, the one that I filled in, all right, it moved it to the left and moved it right here. But everything else stayed the same, and it's going to move it onto itself. It's going to look like the same identical figure, okay? So, guys, that's just a little intro. I know you guys might have some more questions, and there is a video that's been posted that it's not me, it's somebody else, but I think they do a great job of taking you through each one of these examples and demonstrating if the figure has line, point, or rotational symmetry. So look at that, and then also check out the notes key. Like I said, all you have to do is find three objects in your house that have line symmetry, point symmetry, and rotational symmetry. Okay. If you guys have any questions or you're still confused, please join a Zoom session. I would be happy to go over it with you or do some more demonstrations, anything like that to help you understand this, because I understand this is a little bit more difficult through online learning. Okay. This is something, that we would typically use manipulatives in class or some objects in class. You guys get a better grasp of the concept, but we're going to do the best we can. And so if you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'd be happy to answer. I'm happy to help you out in any way, shape, or form. Don't feel like if you're struggling with this that you're alone. Like, I'm here to help you guys. So whatever I can do, I will do to make sure that you guys understand this symmetry. But again, the project, it should be a little bit of a fun project, which you just go through your house and find these three objects, okay? But if you need help finding the three objects, please let me know. Shoot me an email or message me on Remind. All right, guys, have a good rest of your day.